You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, this week, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said Floridians should not expect any more lockdowns or state mask mandates during COVID. He's extended a ban that prevents local governments from using fines and penalties to enforce people to wear masks when leaving their home. He says he doesn't believe wearing a mask or locking down the state is an effective way to beat the virus. I'm sorry, is he a doctor? DeSantis said in a news conference, the lie of the lockdown is that if you just locked down, then you can beat the virus. Then why are people having to lock down 2 or 3 times then? Now, according to the CDC, researchers have found mask mandates do actually help to prevent COVID cases from skyrocketing. Both Democrats and Republicans disagree with DeSantis and believe he's only making people more vulnerable to COVID. Joining us now is Miramar, Florida Mayor Wayne Messam. Mayor Messam, glad to have you on here, fellow Alpha. This is Alpha Week, of course, Founders Day on Friday, so glad to have you on the show. I'm sorry, I thought Republicans were always about local control. So you got the Republican governor in Florida overruling mayors in Florida. You got the Republican governor, Tate Reeves, an absolute idiot in Mississippi, overruling mayors. You got the governor, Kay Ivey, Alabama, overruling cities. Again, I thought they liked local control. So all of a sudden now, forget your power as mayor. I'm going to supersede what you do, and you got to listen to me say masks don't work.
It is one of the most hypocritical positions in terms of leadership. You know, in the state of Florida, municipalities, over 400 of us, we pride ourselves on home rule. And the executive order by Governor DeSantis is just another example of just poor leadership as it relates to COVID-19. Today, the state has crossed over 1 million positive cases. And for him to take this position really sets back municipalities and is causing lives. People are really dying every day, and it's just a travesty.
And again, he's decrying, he's literally saying masks don't work. The experts are saying they do.
Of course, we believe in science. Ever since the onset of this pandemic, it took me as a mayor. Miramar is in the heart of Broward County. We have the largest black population in Broward County, the 13th largest city in this state. And it took me over 2 months to get a COVID-19 testing site in my city, in a population of over 150,000 in a very metropolis area, right between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. And especially when the news broke that people of color, especially black people, were most at risk and was most susceptible to this virus. We had put in provisions and executive orders at the local level that begin to curb the surge that Florida was experiencing in July. And when the initial executive order that usurped our home rule, it really set us back. Now Florida continues to be has the 3rd largest number of positive cases. Our hospital system is being stretched to the limit. The bullying tactics and the threatening of our school districts, forcing them to open schools and making kids come to class. It's just holding back funding, or the threat of holding back funding if our school districts, especially here in South Florida, where it's ground zero in the state of Florida. It's just poor leadership. And we need to be able to have the ability as local leadership to do what's right in our cities to save lives.
So is there any way to fight this? Because that happened in Atlanta. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, she fought the governor, Brian Kemp. He sued her, then he backed off. Any plans for you to sue DeSantis to say, no, I should be able to determine what happens in my city?
Well, the challenge with the executive order that Governor DeSantis issued, it does not eradicate our executive orders in our cities for facial mask. What it does is it prohibits us from being able to collect fines. When you fine individuals and fine business establishments, that is the incentive for them to comply. Here in Broward County mayors, we meet weekly to talk about a concerted effort, a collaboration, so that what goes on in the city of Miramar is also taking place in Fort Lauderdale and in Pompano Beach, so that you can't go from one city to the next and defy these orders. But when you have an executive order that just strips away our ability to have those, a hammer, so to speak, to fine individuals, to be able to collect on those fines that will encourage compliance, it really sets us back. So because the city and the state are at odds, we are looking at the various options that we have, but based on Florida statutes, we're very limited in what recourse we can take.
All right, then. Mayor Wayne Messam, Miramar, Florida, we certainly appreciate it, sir. Thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me. Happy Founders Day.
All right, Frat. Appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. Folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.